I'll say this for the last time. Top of the table, Blackburn Rovers head into this weekend's action, looking to extend their lead at the top of the table. But of course, who's going to stand in their way this coming weekend? We're going to take a look at that and more next. That's right, folks. Bam's giving a prediction video today. We're forward to match day number, 5 in this year's championship, of course, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button, bang at it. All things championship rated, Blackburn Rovers rated, world football related, including the bloody World Cup. That's right. Rovers, though, heading into this with a bit of a bruised arse, of course, and a bit of a spanking. That's right, from Reading last night at the Matchday. But can they bounce back and, of course, get something from this weekend's action? Probably not. But we'll head into this weekend's action, top of the table, and standing right on over our shoulders is Hull City, of course, with Watford and the Blades not too far away. Of course, it's going to be a busy week of action, of course, over the Championship and beyond. We'll take a look at it in a second. A big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. But we are here to talk about this. It is the Championship, and it is match day number 5, of course, and it comes at you very, very soon. So be sure to get your picks in nice and early. We are talking about this. And these are the results from last weekend's action. Not that. Where am I? Let's get back into the deep end. Oh dear, so here we go. So let's go through the top of the table here. We are starting with Birmingham City against Watford on this. On the left-hand side is my pick. I actually went with a 2-1 win for what? This is actually going to go a bit winky here. 2-1 win in the end for Watford it was. Yeah, I've gone a little bit weird, so let's get them out of the way. So yeah, 2-1 I went for Watford. It was a 1-1 draw. Bristol City with a big 2-0 win over Luton, of course, and I went with a 2-0 win on that one. Meanwhile, Coventry against Wigan was postponed. Again, pitch problems there, causing all kinds of heartache. We got Burnley. They drew with Hull City on that one. I went with a 2-0 win myself. Norwich did get up and run with a 2-1 win over Huddersfield, and I called that one boys. Preston did not beat Rotherham. 0-0 it was a final score. Swansea City did. Oh gosh, they were going to win, weren't they? They were going to win, weren't they? I guess they were 2-2 in the end. 2-1 it was for me. QPR lost to Blackpool. Surprise. Stoke also managed to salvage a draw against Middlesbrough, threw that bad boy away as well. Southend, Sheffield United, 2-1 winners over Sunderland. I went with a 2-0 win myself. Goodness gracious me. I called 3 goals in the game, lads. I did call three goals, and I did call a tight game. And depending on where you looked, I actually did call a draw. But we got absolutely housed by bloody Reading, 3-0 in the end. And then, of course, West Brom didn't get the win either against Cardiff, which is a bit of a surprise as well. So really, some teams are not really... we'll actually look at the table right now here. But Middlesbrough in a bit of trouble. They need a bit of an ejection in their arse. So do West Brom. Norwich finally got their first win of the campaign. And Burnley all the way down there into 12th. But Rovers taking the L on this one, a big one as well, big fat L, and of course big movers are Blackpool and Reading up to the top 10. That's of course the state of play in the table right here, right now. What we want to know is what's going on in the Super Brew. Here we go. Of course, match number 4 is there in all its glory, yeah, take a look. Let's go from the bottom here. Maybe I could do some sort of movement with my mouse. I can't. But anyway, down the bottom there, absolutely some stinkers there with 0 points. Are you guys actually playing at all, or do you just have a nightmare? This is of course for the round and the round only. They are coming thick and fast. If you don't get your names in, you're not going to be in amongst it. But Shepherd's down there with 4.5. Cookie Jack is down there 4.5 as well. Vinny Hong 5.5. If you see my name, the Beast is up there. They're around with a 7.5 in mid-table, just behind Kevin. Even a Said as well. Joe at WFC is in the mixer there. Hans Worst. Dark Cold's up there. But Wembley 12 with 12.5. Well done to you. This is of course the top 50 down here. Wembley 12 here wins this round, gets the yellow cap, is into 5th. I'm in 9th. I'm doing all right. I'm doing incredible here. Alex Well though, running away with it. Can we actually see the leaderboard in all its glory? We can. Oh my gosh, I am 5th. I am 5th. I am 5th. It's not a drill. It's not a fucking drill. No, I'm not 5th. Fuck's sakes, I'm bloody 9th. I'm 9th. I'm still in the top 10. That's pretty good considering how many we're in here. We've got over 73. I'm in the top 10. So, and again, it's a bloody marathon sprint. Stick your 5th up your arse. Stick your 5th up your arse. But Alex Weller 40.5 on that. Mac is up there. Con DJ Snake is up there as well. Kicking out Snake. Then TZ 100. Wembley make up the power 5. Then Burnley KE, the bastards, are up there. No disrespect. But anyway, that's of course that. If you want to get involved here. /EFL Champ. It is free. It's a Super Brew. We love it. It does make things a bazillion times easier. And anyway, we are going to take a look at the next round of matches kicking off this weekend, kicking off actually on Friday. So get your picks in early. It is Thursday. I'm recording this early doors. It's not even 6 a.m. Where I'm recording right now. But anyway, it is Norwich, it is Millwall, it's live, of course, at Carrow Road on Friday, the 19th of August. Played each other 22 times, these two sides, since 1995. 10 wins in Norwich, 5 wins in Millwall, and we've got 7 draws, of course. Just one defeat, though, in the past 4 games in Norwich right now. 42% form up against a Millwall side, 50% form, 1-2 loss to draw over the last 6. Of course, biggest win for Millwall over Norwich, 4-0 win, the biggest win in the way, a 6-1 win. Millwall picking up at 25 goals compared to Norwich's 35 over the course of the 22 matches. Works down around 1.14 goals a game for Millwall. 1.59 goals a game for Norwich. Last time around that over in Carrow Road, it was a 0-0 draw back in November 2020. Norwich unbeaten against Millwall over the last 5, pick up 3 wins and a couple of draws. It's actually been back-to-back draws between the two sides. Anyway, Norwich with a big 2-1 win over Huddersfield, and of course Millwall with a 2-2 draw against Swansea, and a bit of a collapse there. The odds here 11-10 is your Norwich, 5-2 draw, 3-1 is your Millwall here, boys and girls. 2-0 win for me for Norwich on this cleaning house and starting to really kick into gear, moving up the table. Birmingham up against Wigan at St Andrews. That's on Saturday, the early kickoff. Of course, played each other 18 times, 2006, 6 wins for Birmingham, 7 wins for Wigan, and we got 5 draws, just 1 win at the last 6 games for Birmingham right now. 33% form up against the Wigan side, just 1 win in 6 of them, 50% form for them, drawing 4 of the last 5 games. Goodness gracious me. The biggest win for Wigan over Birmingham, 4-0 win, the biggest win in the away, a 3-0 win. Birmingham scored 21 goals compared to Wigan's 22 over the course of those 18 matches, works out around 1.17 goals a match compared to 1.22 goals a game for Wigan. Coming at you, last time around over at St Andrews, a 3-2 win for Wigan back in January the 1st, 2020, New Year's Day. A big win for Wigan. Wigan actually unbeaten against Birmingham over the last 3, just 1 defeat past 6 against them, and that defeat was back in 2018 over at the DW. Meanwhile, Wigan with a 1-1 draw against Bristol City, Birmingham with a 1-1 draw against Watford. Big result that was as well. The odds here 29-20 for the hosts, 9-4 draw, 2-1 is your way when that is Wigan. Of course, going back here, Birmingham City win here, one win for them, and again that win could actually propel them way up there, up to possibly as high as 2nd, depending on what goes on elsewhere. Coventry City are not going to be playing, matey boys. That game is postponed. It's nowhere near in sight. It's stupid pitch things, so we're skipping that one right here, right now. Next, of course, we have the freak as always. It is Burnley, it is Blackpool. Bit of a Northwest crunch clash, this one. A bit of spice on the line here. Of course, Keith Strand will be your referee over at Turf Moor. Played to the 12 times, 2007, 3 wins to Blackpool, 9 wins to Burnley, and 1 draw. Of course, just 1 defeat though in the past 5 for Burnley right now, 50% form. That's 1-2 loss, 10 drawn 2 over the last 6. Blackpool, though, just 1 win of the last 4 games, 33% form for them moving forward. Of course, biggest win for Blackpool over Burnley, 4-0 win. The biggest win the other way, a 3-1 win. Burnley have scored 14 goals compared to Blackpool's 12 over the course of those 12 matches. Works out about 1.17 goals a game compared to 1 goal a game for Blackpool. Last round though over at Turdmore, it was a 2-1 win for Burnley way back in December 2013. It's been over 10 years, guys, and Burnley actually winning 4 in the bounce and only conceded 1 goal over the last 4 games in all competitions, including friendlies. Blackpool though coming into this on the back of the 1-0 win over QPR. Burnley with a 1-1 draw at home to Hull. It's actually been back-to-back home games for Burnley on this. Burnley, of course, the odds here 7-4 on the direction, 3-1 is draw, 5-1 is your away win. That is Blackpool here. Back in, of course, a 3-0 comfortable win here for Burnley, and of course a statement result to move up the table, and possibly that result could put them as high as 2nd, depending on what goes on elsewhere. Meanwhile, Reading up against Middlesbrough, coming at you. The Matchday, of course, Reading looking to make it back-to-back wins. Played each other 30 times in 1984, 9 wins for Reading, 15 wins for Middlesbrough, and we've got 6 draws. Of course, biggest win for Reading over Middlesbrough, 5-2 win. The biggest win away, a 4-0 win. Reading has scored 28 goals over the course of the 30 matches compared to 38 by Middlesbrough. Works out about 0.93 goals a game for Reading and 1.27 goals for Middlesbrough. However, Reading coming on the back of 2 wins of the past 4 games, 33% form with the last 6. Middlesbrough, though, without a win in 5 now, 42% form for them moving forward. Last time around, though, over in Reading, it was a 1-0 win for Reading back in September 2021. Just 1 win, though, with the last 6 for Reading over Middlesbrough, and that was the last time played at the Matchday. Of course, Reading with a big 3-0 winner of Rovers last time around. We don't want to talk about that too much. Back-to-back 2-2 draws for Middlesbrough heading into this. In fact, 4 games without a run, 5 games without a win for Middlesbrough, yet to get up and running. They got money in the bank as well. When are they going to spend it? Spend that cash. 23-10 is your Reading, 23-20 is your Borough, 5-2 is your draw. 2-1 win for me for Middlesbrough on this one. Despite what I saw last night with Reading, it's going to be a tight game. Don't get me wrong. I think it could go either way. Moving forward, it is Preston, it is Watford. It is over at Deepdale, of course. These two sides, of course, played each other, go to my house 23 times this year. 2005 wins for Watford, 11 wins for Preston, 7 draws. Just 1 defeat, though, past 6 games to Preston right now, 58% form up against the Watford side, 75% form for them moving forward. Biggest win for Watford over Preston, 4-1 win. The biggest win the other way, a 3-1 win. Watford has scored 26 goals compared to Preston's 31 over the course of those 23 matches. Works out around 1.13 goals a game. Preston coming on the back of 1.35 goals a match against Watford. Last time around over at Deepdale, it was a 1-0 win for Watford back in February 2021. Watford, of course, back-to-back wins wins for them, scoring 5 goals, conceding just the 1. Meanwhile, Watford coming to on the back of the 1-1 draw against Birmingham, and Preston with a 0-0 draw against Rotherham. The odds on this one then, shall we? We've got Preston 7-4 for the 70-10 is your Watford, 21-10 is your draw. I'm backing, of course, the Nobbers here to get a point on this one. They are a decent little side right now, grinding out some results, and they've currently sit themselves in 7th spot at the moment. Meanwhile, QPR up against Rotherham over at Loftus Road this coming week end. Played 11 times, 2004, 6 wins to QPR, 3 for Rotherham, and 2 draws, of course. Just 1 defeat though in the past, 1 win at the last 6 games for QPR, 25% form for them moving forward. Rotherham, though, unbeaten in the last 6 games, 75% form for them moving forward. The biggest win for Rotherham over QPR, a 3-1 win. The biggest win the other way, a 5-1 win. Rotherham has scored just 22 goals compared to QPR's 30 over the course of those 11 games. Lots of goals in these games, guys. 2 goals a game on average for Rotherham, 2.73 goals a game for QPR when they lock horns, of course. Last time they played each other, I don't know how much I should read into this, but anyway, last time they played each other in the league, it was a 3-2 win for QPR at Loftus Road back in November 2020. Preston, of course, did draw with Rotherham last time around. QPR did lose to Blackpool last time around, so they are back, do a win. Both sides do a win. 21-20 is your QPR, 5-2 is your draw, 13-5 is your away win here. 2-1 win in the end for QPR. Then we have the game of the day. It's a zinger chicken dinner. It is first up against 4th. It is Rovers going to Bramall Lane in a place which we've not had the best of luck recently, and of course we are coming into this on the back of a bit of a spanking. Played each other 13 times in 1993, 6 wins to Sheffield United, 4 wins to Rovers, 3 draws, of course. Just 1 defeat the past 4 games for Sheffield United right now, 42% form up against the Rovers side, just 1 defeat the past 6, 83% form for them moving forward. The biggest win for Sheffield United, a 3-0 win. The biggest win for Rovers, a 5-0 win. We scored 15 goals compared to their 16 over the course of those 13 matches. We've got 1.15 goals a game compared to 1.23 goals a game. Last time around, though, over at Sheffield United, it was a 1-0 win back in February 2022. In fact, the away side has only won once in the last 6, was also when Sheffield United beat Blackburn Rovers at Ewood Park back in 2018. Rovers, though, coming to this, back a 3-0 loss to Blackburn, but bloody Reading. And of course, Sheffield United did beat Sunderland 2-1, of course, last time around. So back-to-back wins for Sheffield United in the league at home, so they're looking comfortable right there. And the odds here, 43 on Sheffield United, 50-4 is your Rovers, 13-5 is your draw. I am actually backing the Rovers loss on this one. If I am a gambling man, I'd love to back my boys, I really do. But the shambles against Reading was bad, and of course, if we can get a damage limitation result against, if we can get a performance-related result against Sheffield United, then I think that will calm a lot of our fears. But if we were to play like we did against Reading against Sheffield United, it could be embarrassing. It could be 5 or 6-0, and we were lucky to get away with what we got against Reading, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm going to give a battling response by Rovers, but a loss none the same. Stoke City up against Sunderland. Let's get into the bet 365. We've got the battle of the S's. Played each other according to my eyes 33 times in 1993, 12 wins to Stoke, 13 wins to Sunderland, and we've got 8 draws, of course. Biggest win for Sunderland over Stoke, 4-0 win. The biggest win, they wait a 3-1 win. Stoke scores 30 goals compared to Sunderland's 36 over the course of the 33 matches. Works out about 0.91 goals a game compared to the 1.09 by Sunderland. Sunderland, though, just 1 win 6, then 42% up against the Stoke side, just 1 win 6, also 25% for them moving forward. Last time around, though, over the bet 365, it was a 2-0 win for Stoke back in October 2016. Of course, that was back in the Premier League days. Stoke there with a 2-2 draw against Borough last time around, the Pulis derby there. And of course, Sunderland did lose to Sheffield United at the Bramall Lane, of course, in midweek action. 11-10 on is your 11-10 is your Stoke. 5-2 draw. 12-5 is your away win. Could be tight though. This one 2-0 win there for me for Stoke at home. It is still a difficult place to go. Swansea City up against Luton Town down in Wales. Of course, that these two sides played each other 9 times. 2004, 6 wins for Swansea, 2 for Luton, and we got 1 draw. Of course, Swansea though 1-2 lost to draw 2 over the last 6. 50% form. Luton though yet to get winning. Of course, 3 defeats on the spin for them. 25% form moving forward. 1-0 win was a big win for Luton over Swansea. A 2-0 win was a big win for Swansea over Luton. And in fact, Luton have scored just 6 goals in the 9 games compared to 13 by Swansea. Swansea have come into this with a 1.44 goals a game against Luton and 0.67 goals for Luton over Swansea. Last round over at Wales, it was a 1-0 win for Luton back in February 2022. Just one defeat for Swansea though, the last 4 between these two sides. Swansea they'll pick up a 2-2 draw against Millwall, through 2 goals away and through 2 points away in that last match. Of course, Luton with a 2-0 loss to Bristol City, back-to-back games now without a goal for them. Might be a major concern for them long term. 29-20 is your Swansea, 11-5 is your draw. 20-10 is your Luton Town here. Back in, of course, a 3-1 win for Swansea on this one. Luton Town a bit shell shocked at the moment. They need a result and fast. West Bromwich Albion up against Hull City, of course. It's the Steve Bruce derby. Derby, of course, played there 19 times, 2006, 11 wins for West Brom, 4 for Hull, 4 draws, of course. West Brom, though, just 1 defeat past 6, 58% form for them, moving forward up against the Hull side, who've won 2, lost 2 and drawn 2 over the last 6, 50% form as well. Hull's biggest win over West Brom, a 3-0 win, the biggest win in the way, a 2-0 win. 29 goals scored by West Brom over the course of the 19 games, 20 goals were scored by Hull in the same matches, 1.05 goals a game for Hull, and 1.53 goals a match for West Brom. Last time round, over at West Brom, it was a 1-0 win for the Baggies. In fact, the Baggies have actually won 5 of the bouts against Hull City, stretching all the way back to April 2019. Of course, Hull with a 1-1 draw against Burnley, big result there. West Brom with a 0-0 draw against Cardiff, a bit of a shit show there, of course, as they still try to find a result. West Brom 20-11 on for the victory, 65 is your 5-1 is your away win here. Back in, of course, the Baggies to respond at some point, and a 2-0 win for them over Hull to dent their high-flying tableness. And then wrap it up into Sunday's action. It is Bristol City, it is Cardiff, it's at Thrashton Gate, hopefully, coming at you on Sunday, August the 21st. Played to the quarter miles 30 times in 2002, 10 wins for Bristol City, 15 for Cardiff, and 5 draws, of course. Bristol City 3 games without a defeat now, 58% form up against Cardiff City side, 58% form for them moving forward. The biggest win for Cardiff over Bristol City, a 6-0 win. The biggest win in the way, a 3-0 win. Bristol City just scored 32 goals over the course of the 30 matches. Cardiff has scored 42 in the same amount of games. Works out about 1.07 goals a game for Bristol City compared to the 1.40 goals a game for Cardiff. Last round over in Bristol City was a 3-2 win for Bristol City back in January 2022. Bristol City came into on the way that 2-0 win over Luton, and of course Cardiff with a 0-0 draw against West Brom, and it's actually been back-to-back clean sheets for them heading into this match. The odds though for this one, 65 is your Bristol City, 12-5 is your away win, and 23-10 is your draw here. I'm back in Bristol City at home in front of the faithful here, and of course a comfortable 2-0 win for them, and again moving the chains potentially up as high as 4th in the table. And if I'm right, which I bloody well hope so, this is what the table will look like. Sheffield United, of course, outright leaders, 10 points out there, top there, with Watford in second. Rovers are in third, with Burnley breathing our arses. That's right, they're sniffing our arses right there. Birmingham up there, Swansea, of course, but it is, look at Swansea already. People are bitching and moaning about it. They could be as high as 6 come at you come Sunday morning, Monday morning, whatever you want to call it. And of course, Wigan, Luton, and Coventry going down. Coventry, of course, season's been blighted with, of course, pitch issues. That, of course, is my pickaroonies. Be sure to get your own pickaroonies, of course. It's right here, right now. And, of course, get your name in lights for the next time our matches, of course, which is a single match week next week. We do have Carabao Cup action. We'll have coverage of that. But, of course, we have coverage of the Sheffield United game from the build-up, from, of course, talking away fans. We might have a combined 11. And, of course, we'll have the aftermath, of course, with the vlogs, the reaction cam, my reaction, the watch-along as well, all on Saturday. So make sure you check all that out. Your non-stop shop for Rovers, your non-stop shop for Championship, and your non-stop shop for World Cup content right here at Blackburn FC. Be sure to subscribe, check out the links down below, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and all that kind of stuff. But until then, boys, I'm done.